Alright, now that we have our plane and our section view, we're going to begin to project the geometry. So first thing is we want to lock in that back view here and just make things easier. By the way, this next step here does go much easier if you're on the PC browser version, but we're going to make it happen on here. So we're going to go up to our sketch tools, and oh, we forgot to select our plane that we're going to put sketch on, that guy. And now we're going to go ahead to where it says use over here. We're going to click that. And this allows us to bring geometry from this part that already exists into this new sketch. Okay, so you can kind of see this is where it gets difficult on the iPad. But if you can get it, see how that line appeared here, and I can show you that that line's there and it's projected through on that sketch, because if I turn off this left side over here, see that line? Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab another part of that rail profile. All right, and grab another part until I get all the little pieces I need to make an accessory that goes nicely around that rail. And some of these will be harder to grab than others. Just keep at it. Usually if you are persistent, you will get that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Oh, there we go. See? Gotta be persistent. And then we're gonna grab this curve here, and the last thing I need to grab, is this guy right here. All right, I think I've got it all. And to verify I have it all, again, I'm going to turn off that view. Yeah, that's all the things I need. Now I'm going to build off of that to build, well, you can kind of go where you want from here, but I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to build a little platform that comes off. Just going to kind of wing it. You obviously want to dimension yours out and not just wing it. All right, so it's going to be a little platform that slides onto that rail. And we need one more here. I'm actually going to bring back on the sketch because I want to see where this guy over here lies. Okay, and also I want to bring it up from this midpoint so it's dead center in the middle of that. All right, and now this guy, I want to make sure he lines up with that in the midpoint. And it looks like it's above that piece. If we have to go back and edit it later so it doesn't hit that piece I can see in the background there, that's fine. And then I'm going to bring it in and connect it back to the top of that rail. And if I turn that off, I should have a closed figure. I do. All right. So now we're ready for the actual extrusion portion of this. Couple things before you extrude. First thing is turn off that section view. Okay. That's going to make it a little easier for you to do the extrusion you want to do. Accidentally added in something over here. See if we can get rid of this guy. Oh, I accidentally closed the sketch too. It looks like maybe. No. Oh, everything's going away for me here. Hold on. There. All right. Delete that guy back out of there. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to turn off the section view. I can't tell. I think it's off. All right, so now I need to do my extrusion. Now I can actually see my extrusion, but there's actually one little problem here. First, I want to bring in that left view. When I do this extrusion, I'm going to do it to a point. So I want my extrusion to be as long as the rail. Obviously, your extrusion can be however long you want, but I need a point on here to extrude to. And at least on the iPad version, that means I'm going to have to put in a mate connector down there. So I'm going to go to, I'm just going to close this sketch out for now. And I'm going to go into my 3D features. I'm going to go to the mate connector. And I'm going to select that surface on top. And I like that midpoint there. Okay. So that's going to create a mate connector there for me. I like it. Looks good. Check. Okay. Now, one other weird thing is I have to put that mate connector actually before the sketch, or else when I go to extrude, it won't show up. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and click reorder, and I'm just going to slide this guy up so he comes before sketch 11. I'm going to hit done. All right, so now I'm going to go back and we're going to do our extrusion here. So we're going to go ahead and go to the 3D features, extrude. And there's a couple things I need to be careful of here. Okay, I'm going to select that sketch there that I outlined. You see it's already got the extrusion going. I want to switch the direction. The other thing is the result body operation type. We want new because this is going to be a new part. Okay, if it was an add-on, we would click add. That wouldn't create a new part, but we want a new part in this case. Okay, the other thing is the distance. I'm going to select up to vertex. Okay, and that adds in this box down here, which tells me, hey, select a point or a mate connector. Okay, so I'm going to go down here and select that mate connector I put in before, and you'll notice, boom, my extrusion goes all the way down to that point there. Okay, so now it goes down the whole rail pretty much. And I think everything else is good. Just double check. Okay, and oop, don't turn that on. And so I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and hit check. And there, I have half of it extruded out. All right. Now the last thing is, how do I mirror this? Okay, because that's really only half of it. I actually have the other half of the case sitting over here. And I want this obviously go down both sides. So to mirror it, this is actually fairly easy. We're going to go in our 3D features, and we're going to go to select that mirror tool. First thing you're going to do is select the part you want to mirror, which was the part we just created. You're going to select mirror plane, and the mirror plane is the one side there down the middle. All right, and you'll notice, boom, the other half comes up, looks good. I hit check. You'll notice, I believe if you do it correctly, oh, I bet I know what I forgot to do, because notice how that line's still there? That line shouldn't be there. I'm going to hit edit. See, I did new here. And that should be add, because I'm adding on to that other piece. I want this all still to be one part. Okay, so I hit check and watch that line go away. Now it's one part on top. Okay, and so now I have the beginning of a piece that slides onto the rail, and I can build the rest of my accessory on top of there from that piece. All right, so hopefully that gets you guys started, and you guys can then build the rest of your accessory. Good luck.